All right. So, chapter 2, Marcus the Polarius. Polarius is like I call him a chicken priest. I am a Roman man. I'm a Polarius named Marcus. I'm not a chicken. I don't cluck, and I don't live in a chicken coop. I am a Polarius. I am a chicken priest. I live in Rome, and because I'm a chicken priest, it's my job to care for the chickens, not kill them. It's my job not only to care for the chickens, but also to report the omens. I eat other chickens, but I don't eat these chickens in my chicken coop. These chickens are sacred. The gods and goddesses love them and have given them great power. Every day I walk to the chicken coop because the sacred chickens, live in the chicken coop. And every day I carry them food and water. Often the food is grain, because the chickens really like the sacred chickens really like the grain. Because I am a chicken priest, it is my job to care for the chickens and give them food. I don't love not many chickens, but the chicken named Piccius I do love, because he's a big chicken, or a great chicken. That's what it says. Piccius eats a lot of food. Often I give food to Piccius, not once but twice, because I love him very much. Every day I throw grain in the chicken coop, and then I watch the chickens eating the food. The chickens eat. Piccius eats a lot of food because he's a big chicken. Then I listen to the chickens. The chickens cluck. Piccius clucks a lot because he is big. I don't really like to care for the chickens because I only love Piccius, but the gods and goddesses love the sacred chickens and have given great power to the chickens, or they give great power to the chickens. That's still present tense. This power is when we give the chickens food and the chickens want to eat the food, the gods and goddesses are happy. The consul is happy because he is fortunate and he'll be able to wage war. We Romans are fortunate. When we give food to the chickens and the chickens don't want to eat, the gods and goddesses are sad. The consul is sad because he will not be able to wage war, and we Romans are not fortunate. Because I'm a Polarius, it's my job to care for and watch the chickens. When I'm watching the chickens eating food, when I'm watching and listening to the chickens eating food, I am able to report the omens. The gods and goddesses have given me great power. I watch and listen to the chickens, and then I report the omens to the consul, or then I am able to report the omens to the consul. Today, we are waging war against the Carthaginians in Sicily. We are not fortunate because although we have ships, Carthage has big ships. Our consul, named Publius Claudius Pulcher, wants to wage war. It's Claudius's job to wage war. He likes waging war a lot. Because the consul doesn't have big ships, he is not fortunate. Every day I walk to the chicken coop and I care for the chickens. Every day I carry and give food and water to the chickens. And every day I'm watching and listening to the chickens eating grain. Because I want to report the omens to the consul. That's why I'm watching them. There you go. I thought that was the end of a sentence. I'll start from the top there. Every day I'm watching and listening to the chickens eating the grain because I want to report the omens to the consul. That is the job of a Polarius. I often report omens to the consul, but Publius Claudius Pulcher never listens to me. Only waging war pleases Claudius, or Claudius only likes waging war. Claudius only likes killing men. Perhaps Claudius does not like listening to me. This is chapter 3, told from Publius Claudius Pulcher's point of view, and he's the consul, which is like half president, half general of the army. I am not a Polarius, but a consul named Publius Claudius Pulcher. Because I am a Roman consul, it is my job to wage war. Today, we are waging war in the ocean or in the sea. Now we are waging war against Carthage and Sicily, but we are not fortunate because Carthage has big ships. We only have ships. Because the Carthaginians have big ships, they are killing many Romans. We are not fortunate in war. I do not often want to hear the Polarius reporting the omens, but now I want to hear him because I want to wage war against Carthage. Now I want to listen to the Polarius because I want to be fortunate in war. The Polarius of Rome named Marcus, or I'm sorry, the Polarius named Marcus lives in Rome. I don't like Marcus very much. I do not much like listening to Marcus. And now he carries the sacred chickens to Sicily, where we are waging war. The chickens are happy and fortunate because the gods and goddesses love them and give them power. Other chickens are not so fortunate because men kill and eat other chickens. I really like to kill chickens. I really like to eat chickens, but I am not able to eat these chickens because the gods and goddesses love them and give them power. Marcus puts the chickens in the chicken coop. I watch the big chicken in the chicken coop. I want to eat the chicken named Piccius because he is huge. But Marcus doesn't want me to eat Piccius. Perhaps Marcus loves Piccius. Perhaps Marcus also wants to eat Piccius. And then Marcus, the chicken priest, puts water into the chicken coop. He carries grain to the chicken coop, and then he throws it in the chicken coop. I watch the chickens, and I watch, and I watch. But the chickens do not eat the grain. They do not drink the water. I am not happy. I am not sad. I'm angry. It's the Polarius. It is the Polarius Marcus's job to report the omens. But when the chickens don't eat, the Polarius isn't able to report the omens. When the Polarius is not able to report the omens, I am not able to wage war. I am not able to kill men. I am not able to be fortunate in war. And I'm mad because the sacred chickens have this great power. When we give food to the chickens and the chickens want to eat, the gods and goddesses are happy. We are happy and fortunate, and we are able to be fortunate in war. When we give the chickens food and the chickens don't want to eat, the gods and goddesses are sad and angry, and we are not able to wage war. When I do not wage war, I am not fortunate. And when I am not able to wage war and kill men, I am mad. Dude's got issues. Chapter 4. The sacred chickens do not eat. And this is from Piccius's point of view. I like to drink water, but I really like to eat grain. The chickens really like to eat grain. It is our job to eat the food, and we are not only sacred, but we are also fortunate chickens. Every day, Marcus walks to the chicken coop and he carries the food. He throws the grain into the chicken coop and we eat the food. He puts water in the chicken coop and we drink the water. We really love Marcus because he cares for us. Today, Marcus carries us. Then he puts us in another chicken coop. Today, not only Marcus, but also another man is giving us food. We do not eat the food because today Marcus had thrown a lot of food into the chicken coop. Today we are fortunate and happy because Marcus gave us food not once, but twice, or not once, not twice, but thrice. Not only do the gods and goddesses, but also Marcus want us to be happy and fortunate. This is our power. When we eat food, the men are happy. When we don't eat food, the men often are sad. Because Marcus had thrown us a lot of food, we were not able to eat. And because Marcus and the man are not sad, Marcus is happy. Oh, I'm sorry. But Marcus and the man aren't sad. Marcus is happy. The other man isn't happy, though. He's not sad. He's angry. Chapter 5, A Secret. I am a Roman Pullarius. It's my job not only to care for the chickens, but also to report the omens. The gods and goddesses have given me great power. When I report the omens to the consul, it is the consul's job to listen to the omens. But Publius Claudius Pulcher never listens to me. Every day I care for the sacred chickens. Every day. Every day I walk to the chicken coop. I carry the food and water and I give it to them. I watch and I listen to the chickens eating the grain. And because it is my job to report the omens. Because the consul wants to wage war, he wants to quote unquote listen to me. Because the consul wants to wage war, it's necessary for me to carry these chickens to Sicily. And I'm mad. I don't want to carry the chickens to Sicily. The consul never listens to me. And although the consul never listens to me report the omens, it's necessary for me to carry the chickens to Sicily. I often give food to the chickens not once but twice because I have great power. But here's a secret. When I give the chickens a lot of food at once, the chickens want to eat. The consul is able to wage war because he is quote unquote fortunate. When I give much food not once but twice to the chickens don't want to eat. The consul is not able to wage war because he is not fortunate. Today, because I'm angry, I don't give him food not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because I have given them a lot of food, the chickens don't want to eat. Piccius, my great chicken, does not want to eat. Perhaps now the consul will listen to me report the omens. But now the consul is carrying the sacred chickens. Where is he carrying the sacred chickens? Claudius, where are you carrying my sacred chickens? Chapter 6. Let me check and make sure this is still recording. Okay, good. I am a consul. I really like to wage war. It's my job to wage war. But the sacred chickens aren't eating the grain, and they're not drinking the water. Because I'm not able to watch and listen to the sacred chickens, because he is not able to watch and listen to the sacred chickens, the Pullarius named Marcus is not able to report the omens. And I am not able to listen to the Pullarius reporting the omens. I'm angry. I want to wage war against Carthage. And it's my job. The sacred chickens have great power because the gods and goddesses love them. But I have great power because I am consul. Then I, angry, carry the sacred chickens to the ship. I hear the Pullarius. Claudius, where are you taking my sacred chickens? But I walk to my ship. The men kill other chickens and eat them because other chickens do not have great power. The Pullarius cares for these chickens because the gods and goddesses love them. Perhaps these chickens don't have power. Perhaps the gods and goddesses do not love them. And then, because I'm angry, I throw the chickens in the ocean. Because the chickens don't want to eat, let them drink. Men kill other chickens and eat them. But the sea eats these chickens. I am only sad because the great chicken named Piccius I am not able to eat. Although we Romans have great ships, I want to wage war against Carthage. The gods and goddesses love me. They want me to wage war. I will be a fortunate consul, and I will be fortunate in war. Stop there.